But Ben also has some rescissions this week.
Oh yeah, I mean, no one's been more wrong through the first 3 weeks of the year. You and I both thought the key to success in rotisserie was Sean Green. I've never in my life had a player on my team who I wanted to cut more just out of spite, just out of sheer anger. I know cutting him is foolish because at some point during this year, I still think LT will probably get hurt. He's young. He'll have value. I want him off. I want to cut him because I want to show him.
Because Sean Green's waiting around to see what Ben and I do with him.
But also you were wrong twice because not only were you wrong about how good Sean Green was going to be, you were wrong about how bad LT was going to be this
totally.
year. Yeah, so it's a double wrong.
Right. I still think that there's a chance that the LT thing will work out because he's old and it'll that part. But so far he looks great. There's no question.
I was just as wrong as Ben on that.
Couldn't have been more wrong, Sean Green. And Sean Green looks like how I would run if I were suddenly signed to an NFL team and got the ball on the 3-yard line. Like, oh, Jesus, what are they doing?
I think
he looks mortified.
I think Rex Ryan psyched him out or something. I think he was trying to get in his head, but he got in his head the wrong way.
Competition. Something has gotten in his head. I don't know what, but I can't read his thoughts.
Look,
something.
Maybe the pressure of getting rid of Thomas Jones and Leon Washington
being the number one guy.
Yeah.
Right. Look, and this is one of those things that I don't want to give up on him yet.
No, that'd be foolish.
Yeah, and I really think he's going to make a mid-season, late-season comeback. I really do. But I wouldn't, given the facts so far, I wouldn't bank on that.
Yeah.
And without injury, I don't see that. I mean, without injury, I disagree. I think unless LT gets hurt.
Well, something will happen. He was looked too good at the end. Who knows? I don't know. And maybe he won't. But anyway, he'll when I lower the boom on him, maybe that'll deliver the message. Anquan Bolden, most insignificant free agent acquisition of the year. I said he's the most significant.
Overdue on that.
Changed that team.
Totally changed that team. I thought Andy Reid screwed up with the Michael Vick, Kevin Cobb situation. Obviously, that's a longer-term issue.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, I disagreed with you then, but it's
right now
too early.
It looks awesome. Although, again, this is his first start as the starter. But right now, it looks great. The Redskins' luck changed in week 1. That sort of changed the whole nature of the team. It's exactly the same. I can't watch it. Can't do it.
Right. You see, that's the way you come back and you go, all right, let's reevaluate what happened. What happened was the Redskins won that game not due to any of their own luck, but because they were up against Wayne Phillips, who tries to find ways to lose a football game and usually succeeds.
Yeah, and also Wade Phillips and the
whatever.
We Redskin fans determined that wasn't so much a win. That was just a non-loss.
Okay.
That was a loss that didn't count. And then losing to the Rams that way, although Sam Bradford is a grown man. Mm-hmm. That guy's a good football player.
Yeah, he's very good.
Yeah. And so all of a sudden, you should pick up Mark Clayton.
And not only that, he's good, and so is their defense. I mean, their defense has shown that they can play pretty well.
I mean, the Redskins are not going to be the only team they beat. Well, they play the 49ers.
Right. They play the 49ers twice.
So there's 3 wins right there.
Okay, the Rams looking good.
There was one other thing you were wrong about, too, which was Willis McGahee, by the way. You were like, he's not going to play. He's not going to be a factor. They're going to cut him or trade him.
No, I didn't. That was not a thing that I was certain about in any way. No, I was reading that what I said was, and what I believed, and they were looking to trade him, and they still may.
Right, but you said that he was not going to be a factor, and they were going to trade him, and he won't be there, and thereby elevating the
that
worth
didn't count
of
as I mean, that's just the thing I was wrong about. These were
these are.
Well, I mean, if we go off and count things I'm wrong about, they're like 500. These were like definitive.
Okay, it seemed very definitive when you said it.
I didn't.
So he's just counting the Jenk-like statements.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay,
when I just remember preseason, I think just talking about this thing.
There's a zillion things that I was wrong about.